Missing the party, come on.
Greetings, tribe, and welcome to the final episode of Hispanic Heritage Month. In this edition, I will be making deep fried tacos. Deep fried tacos. Some places also refer to it as a puffy taco, and they're not exactly the same, and they're not exactly different. It's depending upon, like I know in Texas, like a puffy taco is more sort of flat, whereas what I'm talking about is where we take the tortilla and seal the meat in it and then deep fry it. This is how I first had soft shell tacos. The Mexican restaurants near where I'm from all had, the deep fried flour tortilla. I remember the first time I went to Taco Bell and got a soft shell taco. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? Why is this all just, yeah? Like, it wasn't even warmed up, so that was really sucked. Now, to just be honest, I've been kind of rushed on some stuff lately. I've been very, very busy in my personal life with my work. I work at a large venue. We've had quite a lot of shows, so my free time to do this has been very limited. I was planning on making my own homemade tortillas for this recipe, and I just simply don't have the time to do it. I'll come back and do it at a later date so we can do the whole thing proper. But I know in a lot of places down home, they do use a pre-made tortilla for this just because it saves time and effort, and they come out very, very tasty all the same. That being said, let's get to the ingredients. Tortillas. This is a brand I normally go with just because they're a little bit larger diameter, and that way you can get yourself a really fat taco. You can try and find these, or you can use your favorite brand. My tacos tonight are going to be ground beef, Soffrito. Simple toppings, lettuce, cheese, diced tomato, got some salsa for on top. And for your salsa, you can use whatever you like. You can use Ortega taco sauce, you can use some salsa verde, you can use some guacamole salsa, whatever you want. For my tacos, I generally go with a tomato-based salsa, and if I don't make my own, the store brand I go with is La Casa. It's a local thing here in Iowa City. Very, very fresh, very homemade, and it's just a great, great sauce, and it reminds me a lot of the salsas from home, so it's why it accompanies these tacos very well. We're gonna take this Frito, put it in the hot pan, reduce down some of the moisture, add our ground beef to it, brown it. Also, 2 packs of Goya Sazon. Pan, Soffrito. It's Frito in a pan. While my beef was browning, I also added some adobo, salt, pepper, and a little bit of cumin. Now our meat's ready. Now we need to heat up the oil so we can fry our tortillas. Now while the oil heats up, we're gonna prepare our tacos to put in the fryer. Take our tortilla, spoon some filling in. Don't be shy about it. I'm gonna take a toothpick, roll this guy here, and just thread that toothpick through. Try it from your side. And there you have one, ready for the grease. Now something you want to be careful of is the tortilla tearing from the toothpick. You don't want your meat to fall out in your grease. That one's not such a severe wound, I have to worry about it too much, but just keep that in mind when you're picking your tacos. Definitely don't want to overcook them and burn your shells. Take this bad boy out. Put this bad boy in. Make sure you get a good drain on them. There you have it, the deep fried taco. And now these beauties are ready to be filled. I personally like to go cheese first so it gets a little melty. And then I go salsa so it gets into the meat and cheese so it's not just all sitting on top. Pickles, fresh and crisp. And lastly, diced tomato. Bring it all together. Maybe a little salsa. There are the beautiful golden fried tacos. Now you, of course, can add onion, cilantro, whatever toppings you want. You don't have to use these. It's your food, it's your mouth. Top it like you want it. I'm gonna go put these fuckers in my mouth. Let's see how I did. Tastes like home, man. So just everything, the cheese is blended into the meat with the melt. The sauces and everything. The lettuce and tomato give it a nice, cool, crisp. There's a nice crunch to the shell, but you can see it's still got some pliability to it. It's not crispy and crackly and crunchy. The only real drawback to these guys, a lot of grease comes out of them. But I'm fucking okay with that. You can find tacos done a similar way. Tasty Tacos in Des Moines. There are a couple places I found in Ames. Locally, Perez Family Tacos used to be formerly Banditos. What they have there for their Perez Family Tacos is super reminiscent of what I'm used to and what I have here. You can see how fat it is. I don't even know that I'm going to need 2 of these. I'm going to eat 2 of them anyway. This is the 5th and final week of me honoring Hispanic Heritage Month and Hispanic Latino cuisine. This has been Deep Fried Tacos. Thanks for stopping by. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, help our channel grow. Check out our podcast, Ortega's Hotplate, also available here on YouTube as well as Spotify. I'm Ortega Latrobe. You've been snacking with Ortega.
I love Ortega's sauce. It makes my taco pop.